This video will introduce you to the California Spanish Assessment, or CSA. This video is sponsored by the California Department of Education. Most of the summative assessments fall under the umbrella of the California Assessment of Student Performance and Progress, or CAASPP system. For science, tests include the California Science Test, or CAST, and the California Alternate Assessment, or CAA for science. For English Language Arts Literacy, or ELA, and math, tests include the Smarter Balance Summative Assessments and the CAAs for ELA and math. And for Spanish Reading Language Arts, there is the optional California Spanish Assessment. This video focuses on the California Spanish Assessment. The other videos in this series cover other assessments. Let's start with a brief review of some of the basics about the CSA. What is the CSA? This optional test assesses students' skills using the translated and linguistically augmented California Common Core ELA literacy standards in Spanish, known as the Common Core State Standards in Español. The CSA assesses reading, writing, and listening for all tested grade levels, as well as speaking in high school only. Who takes the CSA? All students in grades 3 through 8 and high school have the option to take the CSA. In high school, students can take the CSA once per year in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. Students must be registered for this optional test in the Test Operations Management System, or TOMS. This can be done individually or in a bulk upload in TOMS. When is the CSA administered? Unlike other CAASPP assessments, this local window is not specified in any system. The CSA may be administered throughout the entire CAASPP testing window after 66% of instruction is delivered. It is not restricted to the school's testing window. How is the CSA administered? The CSA is a computer-based, non-adaptive, linear assessment with standalone and passage-based items, including a variety of multiple choice types and constructed response items. The full write task requires students to read multiple sources and respond to a prompt with one extended written response. Students answer the speaking prompts by recording their responses in the test delivery system. Let's shift gears and talk about how results are reported for the CSA. For the CSA, in grades 3 through 8, the scores are structured as follows. At the domain level, for listening, reading, and writing, students receive a performance descriptor. That is either beginning, progressing, or well-developed. The domains are aggregated into the overall score. The score falls into one of 3 levels: limited degree, moderate degree, or high degree. In high school, the scores are structured as follows. At the domain level, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, students receive a performance descriptor that is either beginning, progressing, or well-developed. The domains are aggregated into composite levels, which are level 1, level 2, and level 3. The composites are aggregated into an overall score. The score falls into one of 3 levels: limited degree, moderate degree, and high degree. Let's look at where to find assessment results. Results from the CSA are available through the Student Score Report, or SSR, the California Educator Reporting System, or CERS, and the test results for California's assessments website. Let's look at each of these sources. Families get access to their students' scores through the Student Score Reports, which are sent to families either electronically or on paper. Each score report is designed to help families identify where their child is excelling or where they may need further support. CSA SSRs are available in English and Spanish. Educators have access to their California Spanish assessment results in the California Educator Reporting System, or CERS. CERS allows educators to analyze student assessment performance prior to the public release of all results, which occurs in the fall. The general public can access assessment data from the California Department of Education's Test Results for California's Assessments website. This public release of data occurs in the fall. Since these results are public, they are aggregate results and no specific student scores are available. Local educational agencies, or LEAs, are strongly encouraged to start using their local assessment data for planning as soon as the results are available. Teachers and administrators have the ability to review data and start planning prior to the close of the school year, making the data even more actionable. Thank you for watching this video about the California Spanish Assessment. We hope it has provided you with some tools to further build your understanding.